Hello, everybody. Wow, that is some very strange lighting. Let me see if I can do anything about that. Hang on. Gonna show the camera something white. That didn't work at all. Oh well, you get to look at me this way. First of all, oh, this is horrific. Anyway, I'm ghostly. Ross and Cynthia and Malcolm, Allison, and all the people who contributed to the music. Thank you so much for bringing this service together. Catherine, that was some lovely music. Really appreciate it. So, just checking in on Slido, and I want to make sure that you all also know thus far that there is a Zoom meeting afterwards. So you could hook into that somehow. And are you seeing me? I'm going to say something over here in the comments. Can someone respond if they're seeing me in the comments or on Slido? Either one. And I'll have a look at what's going on in Slido. All right. So I'm going to ask if can you see me, because otherwise you see me. All right, good. You're seeing me. For better or worse, I look like I've been on an all-night bender. That hasn't happened. I look like I haven't seen the sun in months, and that actually is almost true relative to what I'm accustomed to. I'm ready for a little bit more warmth to come. I don't know why it's snowing this week. That's not right. Anyway, thanks for joining me here. Yeah, too much light. I don't know what to do about that, Ross. I'm so sorry. Ross worked so hard to make us all look so good for an hour there, and now I'm coming at you looking like Lord Voldemort with hair. It is what it is for now. Okay, Liz is wondering, Ron, I wonder about letting go of expectations and how that interfaces with planning ahead, especially these days. Could you say more about finding balance? Yeah, expectations are tricky. Like even in the midst of watching the sermon, I had some of my expectations not having to do with the technology or the presentation of the thing itself, but just stuff going on around was not parenting was not going to my expectations, and I have to confess to losing my ease a little bit in that moment. It was very ironic and poignant. And so expectations certainly get in the way of ease when they are defied, and they're bound to be. So how does letting go of expectations interface with planning ahead? Just we've got to hold everything loosely right now. And the opportunity to do that for me is rampant right now, and you're looking at it, right? Like, this is not my expectation that I should look. I just took a massive bong hit. Look at those eyes. These are not my expectations, but we've got to hold them lightly and roll with them. And it's easy to do when it's like when it's this tech stuff. For me, it's a little easier to do than when it's interpersonal, right? That gets a little touchy because it's you're more inextricably hooked in at that point. But holding that and holding the future, whether it's this afternoon, tomorrow, or whether or not you're going to get to go on that vacation next year. You've just got to hold it lightly and accustom yourself to feeling good in that light touch. And I think it takes practice, but life provides us with ample practice. And so notice the lessons, notice the opportunities to hold things lightly, right? Because it's the moments when you start to lose it, when you start to lose your temper or sink into despair or get really frustrated. I'm talking to myself here. Actually, quite literally, I'm seeing myself talk. It's not good. But it's a lesson that I constantly need to learn and relearn, is that when you start to get frustrated, irritable, sink into despair, depression, those are the moments where life, if I could learn to see those moments as instructive opportunities, as invitations to learn, I think I would be a more pleasant person for me to be around, and move through the world with more grace. And it's not like that effort, I think, really ever will find an end. I'll always be met with opportunities to be better in the next moment, not in this moment. This moment's already this moment. But by holding things a little bit more lightly, I think might stand us in good stead. And I just closed Slido. So yeah, Michael is still in his pajamas. Does that count as living with ease? I suppose so. It might also be that living in ease no matter what you're wearing, and that being easy in various contexts, including ones in which pants are required, will be. If you could achieve the pajama state of mind in a suit, at least for me, that would be a really remarkable spiritual accomplishment. So maybe next time we're together, I'll wear a suit. I don't think anybody here has seen me do that. I don't like them. But I might consider that a spiritual experiment inspired by Michael Watson to cultivate pajama mind whilst in hemmed pants. Jan says that she lives with ease. Do I? And I would say sometimes I do. And particularly when I've got it on the front of my mind. When I'm practicing it, for me, it's a practice. It's got to be, because I get sucked out of it way too easy. I get sucked into reactivity far too easy. And so meditation, I find, helps me with that for reals. I notice the days that I don't meditate, I don't sort of program my brain and my body to hold things with ease and to notice things coming and going. Notice I start with the sound and then I move into thoughts. And once I have done that and set my trajectory, it becomes much easier to live with ease. And if I don't do that, I find that it becomes much easier to not be easy and to be a little bit more reactive and beholden to the roots of reactivity, which is anxiety. Okay, well, it's good to interact with you all here. We're going to start doing, I think, midweek live YouTube ministry moments that have some interactive possibilities. So stay tuned for that. Remember to open your bulletins, brush your teeth every day. Michael, put on some clothes maybe after lunch, and it's good to do these things. It's kind of the same. It's the wardrobe equivalent of sitting up straight, right? Wash your hands. That's right. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining. Really good to be with you all and hear your or see your comment. The YouTube feed and here on Slido and here on the comment section of the live follow-up. And next week, I'll figure out how to make myself look less vampiric for this portion. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all of you who helped put this together. And I look forward to seeing you on the various Zoom chats. Please plug into those. It's really good to see people and hear people's voices. It was lovely to see the different singers today, and to know that so many hands were on this production. And we appreciate your patience as we build this thing into a format and a mode everyone can be comfortable with and that speaks to people. I feel like we're getting closer to that. I don't think we're there yet, but we are getting closer, and we've got really dedicated, enthusiastic, and good-hearted people working on it. So thank you all, and I think there's a Zoom chat coming up, so find your way over to there, and grab a bite to eat, and blessings on your week. Have a good day.